Dear students, in this video I am going to explain the working of reciprocating air compressor. Air compressor is a device which produces a high pressure air by reciprocating motion of the piston inside the cylinder. The reciprocating motion of the piston will compress the air from low pressure to the high pressure. And the piston is operated by means of the connecting rod and the crank which are mounted in the crankcase. It consists two valves, inlet valve and outlet valve, which are provided in the head of the cylinder, which are of pressure differential type. It means the inlet valve and the outlet valve opens and closes by means of pressure difference across the valves. During the downward movement of the piston, the volume inside the cylinder increases so that the pressure decreases, which is less than the pressure outside the cylinder. Due to this pressure difference, the inlet valve opens and the fresh air enters into the cylinder at constant pressure. This process takes place at constant pressure throughout the stroke. In the next stroke, that is the upward stroke, the piston moves in the upward direction so that it compresses the air. Hence, the pressure of air increases. As soon as the pressure of air reached, which is more than the pressure outside the cylinder, the inlet valve will be closed. Now both the valves are in the closed position. Hence, the rise of pressure inside the cylinder will take place very rapidly. As soon as the pressure rise is more than the pressure of air outside the delivery valve will be lifted. And the remaining movement of the piston will push the high pressure air to the receiver. The receiver is nothing but a place where the high pressure air is required. At the end of the upward stroke, some amount of high pressure air remains in the clearance volume. During the next cycle, the piston moving in the downward direction, and hence this high pressure air it starts expansion. When it starts expansion, its pressure goes on decreases. As soon as its pressure falls below than the pressure outside the cylinder, then the inlet valve will be opened and the fresh air enters into the cylinder and the cycle repeats. To complete one cycle, the piston travels two strokes, that is downward stroke and the upward stroke. Downward stroke it is purely suction stroke, and the upward stroke it is both compression as well as the delivery takes place. So for one cycle, the piston travels two strokes and the crank it rotates one revolution. So this is the working of reciprocating air compressor. This is the single stage reciprocating air compressor. Single stage means the air is compressed from initial pressure to the final pressure only in one cylinder. And I have written the explanation here so that you can go through. Now I will explain uh, how to derive the equation for work done in single stage air compressor without considering the clearance volume. Work done means it is the work done by the compressor, that is piston inside the cylinder on the air. So I am going to consider the horizontal cylinder for your so that you can understand well. But while explaining the working, I have considered the vertical cylinder. So here I am going to consider the horizontal cylinder. See that the piston travels from this end, cylinder head side to the crank end. So this is the crank end and this is the cover end. This is the cover end and this is called the crank end. So the piston it travels from cover end to the crank end. So when the piston starts moving, so inside the cylinder the volume increases and then pressure decreases so that the due to pressure difference the inlet valve opens and the air enters into the cylinder. So the air it enters into the cylinder throughout the stroke at constant pressure. When the piston is at crank end, the cylinder is full of air, which is at constant pressure. So this stroke is called the suction stroke at constant pressure. See that here. Process 4.1, it is the suction at constant pressure. So next, the piston, it travels from crank end towards the cover end. So and the piston travels as its the air pressure is goes on increases. As soon as its pressure increases more than the pressure outside the cylinder, the inlet valve will be closed. So that now the both the valves will be in closed position, and hence the pressure rise takes place very rapidly. So that the rise when the pressure inside the cylinder increases more than the pressure which is outside the delivery valve, then the delivery valve will be opened. See here, this 1-2 process, it indicates the compression stroke inside the cylinder. This is the compression takes place polytropically. Polytropical means PV to the power of N is equal to constant. See here, from here to here, the piston has been traveled so that the pressure is raised from initial pressure to the delivery pressure. See that. The piston is traveled from here to here. The remaining movement of the piston here, from here to here, the remaining movement of the piston, it will push the high pressure air to the receiver. So this is called the delivery. See, from here to here, the piston is goes on increase. The piston is goes on moving so that it will push the high pressure air to the receiver at constant pressure 2, 3. What is that constant pressure? It is the final pressure or delivery pressure P2. Initial pressure is P1. So here we do not consider we don't have the consider we don't do not consider the clearance volume here. It is without clearance we are deriving the equation for work done. So now I will explain the three process. Process 4.1. Process 4.1, it is purely suction stroke at constant pressure. Next, process 1-2. See here, process 1-2, it is the compression, polytropic compression process. Next, process 2-3, it is the delivery at constant pressure. Delivery at constant pressure. We know that the area of the indicator diagram, it indicates the area of the indicator diagram, it indicates the work done. So what is the area of the indicator diagram? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It is the area of the indicator diagram. So I have written here. See here, work done per cycle, it is equal to area of the indicator diagram 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this area 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This area I am going to divide it into three parts. See here I have divided into three parts. Number one, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2 and 1, 2, 6, 7, 1 and 1, 4, 5, 7, 1. See, total area it gives 2, 3, 5, 6, 2 plus 1, 2, 6, 7, 1. This gives the total area. In this, if we subtract the area 1, 4, 5, 7, 1, we can get the area 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that it gives the work done per cycle. And the area of 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, it is a rectangle. We know that it is the length into height. So height is the P2. P2 is the final pressure. It is the height is the P2. And length, see that this is from here to here, it is only V2. From here to here, it is only V2. Hence, length into breadth, it gives the area. Hence, V2 into P2. That is P2, V2. I have written plus. So the area 1, 2, 6, 7, it is obtained. So we can call it as the area under the curve 1, 2. The area under the curve 1, 2. So this can be calculated by considering the compression process, that is the polytropic process. So the work done inside the cylinder is considered as the integration PDV. Is considered as the integration PDV. You might have already studied it in the third semester basic thermodynamics in the chapter work and the heat. So the cylinder piston work, it is considered as the PDV work. So here it is the compression process takes place polytropically. Hence I am going to consider PV to the power of n is equal to constant. That can be written as PV to the power of n is equal to P1 V1 to the power of n. That is also equal to P2 V2 to the power of n. So here P is equal to P1 V1 to the power of n divided by V to the power of n. So in place of P, I am going to substitute this value. P1 V1 to the power of n divided by V to the power of n into dV. So P1 V1 to the power of n is a constant. Hence, I am taking it outside and integration 1 to 2, 1 divided by V to the power of n is into dV. So here P1 V1 to the power of n into this integration of 1 by V to the power of n. I will write the 1 by V to the power of n is V to the power of minus n. So integration of V to the power of minus n is nothing but V to the power of minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1. The limits are 1, 2. So p to the power of v1 to the power of n, this can be written as v2 to the power of minus n plus 1 minus v1 to the power of minus n plus 1. I have applied the limits, that's all, divided by as it is minus n plus 1. So here p1 v1 to the power of n, it is also equal to p2 v2 to the power of n. Hence p2 v2 to the power of n into v2 to the power of minus n plus 1. It gives p2 v2 minus P1 V1 to the power of n, I am taking as it is, multiplied by V1 to the power of minus n plus 1. It gives P1 V1. So I am going to write this as it is, that is minus n plus 1. So this is the compression work during the process 1, 2. This is the compression work is taken it as the negative work. Hence I am putting the minus. So here I am multiplying it by in the numerator as well as the denominator by minus sign. So here in the numerator, minus into minus plus P2 V2 minus P1 V1. Here in the denominator, so it is minus, so multiplied by the minus n plus 1, it gives n minus 1. Hence, I'm writing here P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. This value I am substituting here. P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. Area under curve 1, 2. This area it represents P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. Now the area 14571, it gives minus, its length is P1 and height is P1 and length is V1. Hence P1 V1, it gives the area 14571. I have written P1 V1. So P2 V2, I am taking this minus P1 V1, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 plus P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. So here I am taking P2 V2 minus P1 V1 as common. So in the bracket it remains 1 plus 1 divided by n minus 1. It gives n divided by n minus 1. Hence P2 V2 minus P1 V1 into n divided by n minus 1. So n divided by n minus 1 into P1 V1. If you take the outside P1 V1, in the bracket it is P2 V2 divided by P1 V1 minus 1. So n divided by n minus V1, n minus 1, sorry, P1 V1 into P2 by P1. See this V2 by V1, it is equal to this value we can find by applying this consideration. P2 V2 to the power of n is equal to P1 V1 to the power of n. P1 divided by P2 is equal to V2 divided by V1 to the power of n. We can write P1 divided by P2 to the power of 1 by n is equal to V2 by V1. If you write P2 by P1, it becomes minus 1 by n. This is equal to V2 by V1. So this value V2 by V1 is equal to P2 by P1 whole to the power of minus 1 by n. I am going to substitute it here. Hence it becomes P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. So we know that P1 V1, it is also equal to MR T1. Hence n divided by n minus 1 is equal to MR T1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. It gives the work done per cycle. That is, in one cycle, this much of work is done by the compressor in the cylinder. That is the piston inside the cylinder on the air. This is the expression for work done per cycle. This is for single cylinder and without clearance volume.